is.
Okay, now I'm broadcasting on YouTube. Now it should be broadcasting. You like the light like this? Should I move the light? Let's see. This is, folks, what we call the pregame.
Mm-hmm. All right, the light's not bad. If you can turn it up a little bit, and it's like a tiny bit dark.
So what do you want me to do? Open the curtains or keep the curtains closed?
You can, if you want, you can open the curtains, but on the light, like the actual knob, you can just turn it, and it'll become brighter.
Right.
Unless you already have it all the way
I have it
up.
on the brightest.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, if you want, yeah, you can open the curtains. Still no YouTube though. Very peculiar.
I've got you on YouTube.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. So do I now. Beautiful. I wonder what was the issue. Wow, it looks beautiful out there right now.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay. Let's see what's happening here. And good morning, Abram Hines. Good morning, Alana. Sandra Topi, good morning. You were missing out, but you're back. Nicola. Yeah, I got evicted, Nicola, so I'm back in this. I'm back in this other place now.
Nicola. Nicola straight up goes,
Yeah.
so are you back on vacation or you got evicted?
Yeah. Good morning, Tamika. Abram Hines, Marcia. Good morning to you all. We'll be starting the show shortly. We just got to wait about 3 or 4 more minutes. But I'm not shutting this stuff off because I'll never get it back on. And by the way, the squeeze, I believe, is due any moment. But if he's not due, then I don't hear you.
We're here.
Okay.
We were talking to
You're talking
Empress
amongst
Nikki.
yourselves.
Okay, I think you're hearing the...
Good morning, Tamika. And Abram Hines, the noise in the city. What noise in the city?
Ooh, those the sirens and such.
Oh, I didn't hear any noise in the city. I'm in the country now. I'll be back. I'm gonna be here Thursday and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm gonna be back in New York City Monday morning.
Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited about
Hey
that.
Brad, can you do me a favor? Can you tilt the light down a little bit? It's like illuminating the top half of your face, but not the bottom.
Yeah, well, that was what I was trying to get. I was trying to get that look. Hold on one second.
Like the reverse Batman.
Yeah, reverse Batman.
Okay, I'm sharing this on your page in a couple of minutes, Brad.
You can share it. It's
Go
fine.
ahead now.
That would actually be hilarious if you go to Brad and Sweet's show, like super artistically lit, like black and white.
How's that? Is that better or worse?
That's okay.
Do you want me to move the light?
I mean, if you can move it closer to yourself.
Yes, I can.
Okay, do that. Move it as close to yourself as possible without being uncomfortable.
Yeah, Nicola, I went back to the same spot. I was red yesterday, now I'm purple today. Yes, the same exact spot. I rented this house for the whole month of August, so I'm going to be back and forth between New York City and this house, and then eventually I'll be back in New York City after Labor Day full time again, and I'll never have to look at these curtains again. I almost want to. I don't own the house, but I really, because I'll lose my security deposit. But every day I come in here, I'm like, can I just rip these curtains down? I'll lose the security deposit.
But it might be worth it
It may be.
to not see them for the next 3 weeks.
It may be. It may be. It's very, very hard on the eyes. I can only imagine, what
Right.
people.
Why would, do people live there, or is that a full-time rental house that people use?
I don't know.
I really hope they don't live there, because they just stare at those curtains days on end.
Oh, Omar, what's up with you, Omar? What's going on, my man? And Tamika, did I bring my sunscreen lotion? I certainly did, Tamika. And the reason why I did was I just kept playing back the show from yesterday when everybody said I looked like a red lobster. So that reminded me to bring the suntan lotion. Although today I will play it back and see that Nicola said I am purple now. I think it's just the light. I don't know. It's 9 o'clock. Can you log into WVIP 93.5? Our show is going to be starting in about 90 seconds.
Are we sans Squeeze today?
No, Squeeze is supposed to be here. We'll see if he shows up.
Do I just hit connect straight up?
Hit connect straight up.
Okay.
You got to tell Jamaica, the guys in Jamaica, to disconnect so we can connect. You can't connect both at the same time. You go on the WhatsApp group chat.
No, no.
And have you shared this to my public?
I sure have.
Good, very good. Very, very good. I don't read very well. Well, I read very well. Thank you, Nicola. I read very well. My issue is I stopped reading stuff. I don't have.
They're in New York City for about.
I have short attention span, as they say. So I got out here last night, almost midnight.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What time did you leave here?
I left New York City a little after 9 o'clock. We decided to eat dinner in the city because we didn't want to, fight all the rush hour traffic. And by the time we ate dinner and came back and packed our stuff for 4 days and got the car and got in the car, it was after 9 o'clock.
Well, you're going to have between 10 and noon to take a nap.
Yes, only 2 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be a short nap.
Yes,
It's going to be a power nap.
Yes. Yes, I did shave. What I learned, Tamika, is that nobody likes to kiss a guy with a beard because it hurts it hurts the woman's face, unless you have a really full-grown beard, but not just the scruff. So I shave. Is Squeezing? Squeeze there?
Squeeze is not in.
Okay, so it's going to be the Brad Sans Squeeze Show. Can you
we
see
might
if
get
we're
it.
live on WVIP yet? Can you put
We are
WVIP?
live. Music is playing.
We're ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Shut that off and let's get going. All right, everybody. This is the Brad Sans Squeeze Show. I am live from the Hamptons. Thank you all for watching the pregame. And we are live here on WVIP 93.
Was outpatient
We are not live. What are you talking about? Put that up. Put that up, please.
and can help you too. For a free booklet DVD, call 212 Choices, 212 Choices. Most insurances, Medicare, Medicaid accepted.
Yeah, I got kissed last
1384
night,
Broadway
Nicole.
at 38, 212 Choices, Dr. Liederman.
New York's Caribbean Voice, 93.5 WVIP.
All right, now we are live on 93.5 WVIP. We are starting the Brad Sans Squeeze Show. We thought Squeeze was going to be here, but he is not. We don't know what happened to him. And by the way...
What are you talking about?
Wait, they just told me you weren't there.
What are you talking about?
Wait.
He just
What are you
popped
talking
in.
about?
Come on. Kim
Why would you do that?
Kim just told me 45 seconds ago. I go, is Squeeze
Kim, where
there?
did you get that from? What am I,
You
transparent?
literally just
I'm-
popped in. Don't play
What
with
am I,
me,
opaque?
Squeeze.
Can you
I
imagine?
am not
I'm
in
opaque.
the mood.
Squeeze-
Don't you dare.
Okay, but ask these guys. Ask Daniel. Daniel saw me. I've been here since 6 a.m. this morning.
You call them ladies every morning. I don't think they're going to be on your team, Squeeze.
That's okay. I don't want them on my team. They're on Brad's team.
I'm on the side of Justice. Squeeze was here.
I've
Squeeze was
been
definitely
here
here.
since 6
Oh, wait a second.
a.m.
And Kyle's there the whole time, too? I didn't hear his voice either.
You see what I'm saying?
We're like ninjas.
You know what I think? It's like there's like a
Whoa.
trap door, Is there like a trap door underneath Squeeze's desk there at the radio studio? He just like pops up from the trap door, like like one of those Irish leprechauns. He just like pops up from the floor or something.
Like the Scooby-Doo thing where the bookcase turns.
Exactly.
Yeah, he lives under his mom's basement. Squeeze isn't cool enough to live in his mom's basement. It's under his mom's basement.
Today's pick on Squeeze there.
No, we don't pick on Squeeze. We don't pick on Squeeze.
That's all right. No problem. I'll remember this. Payback is a
That's right. You know, I will tell you this. Squeeze has a very long memory because because
like an elephant.
Like an elephant because I would go like months and he wouldn't say anything to me, and then all of a sudden,
the soap joke,
and then exactly, and then all of a sudden,
what is this?
And yesterday was National Joke Day, so I was telling bad corny jokes. One was Squeeze and an elephant in the bath. One said, "Pass the soap." The other said, "There's no damn soap here."
I don't know what that means.
It's an old joke from when you were kids. It meant absolutely nothing. It just made kids laugh when they were like 5 years old. But Squeeze has the personality, guys. You know, Kim, you have not worked long enough with Squeeze. And strong, manly guy, you've only, worked with Squeeze a few months. Same with you, Spielberg Jr. Let me fill you in a little bit on Squeeze, this guy here.
I love
your Okay, Mr. Hampton.
He will take it all and just kind of shake his head. And if you're looking at me on Facebook, he'll just kind of like bite his lip, shake his head, give that look like, all right, nobody's listening to Squeeze, but it's the same look, but he's thinking something different. And he goes, and what he says in his head is he says, Kim, gotta remember that. And then, like 6 months later, okay, literally 6 months later, all of a sudden, he is going to say the most vicious, obnoxious thing to you. Like, where the hell did that come? Oh, yeah, 2 elephants in a bath and Squeeze. Remember that one?
You're right.
Is that true?
You're absolutely right.
So anytime his mouth is like pinched, like when he does his pinched mouth thing,
that's
him etching it into his memory?
That is etching it into his memory.
Oh,
exactly.
That's good to know. Yes. That's very good information. Yes. He's kind of doing it right now. We need to be careful.
By the way, Kim, would you be kind enough to share on the screen here whatever the most recent news of the day is? Because I have not looked at it yet.
Oh, absolutely.
And then while you're doing that, Squeeze, would you be kind enough to let everybody know what's going on here? And
absolutely.
We have 12 open lines and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, General Bernstein. All right, so once again, folks, this is what we call the Brad and Squeeze Show. It's 7 minutes after 9 o'clock. I happen to be inside of the New York office at 225 Broadway, and Brad Bernstein happens to be in vacation mode, and he does 2 hours a day outside of the vacation mode to, of course, help a lot of folks. He didn't have to, but he decided that he truly, genuinely wants to have continuum. So that's the reason why he's answering immigration questions by you calling 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Call that number now. You will get through, and we will take your questions. All right? Don't know what Brad's doing, but...
what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm sitting here listening to you.
Yeah, about that. So, Brad, how's the Hamptons there?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, what are you going to tell me?
I got here at midnight.
How long did it take to get out there?
About 2 hours and 45 minutes. I got here at midnight. Kids ran around for about an hour. After listening to them in the car for 2 hours and 45 minutes and watching them run around for an hour, I pulled out my best Don Julio 1942.
No, you and that guy, man.
Yes, I took a drink.
There's one man you love, is that man, right?
I love that man.
Yeah.
He is a great man. Except when he's a bad man. Sometimes he's a bad man, too.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship with that guy. And then I rolled over and went to bed. I woke up, and I'm doing the show. So far there has been 0 vacation.
So, Brad, can I ask a question?
I feel so sorry for you in the Hamptons there, with 0 vacation.
Yes, you may, strong manly guy.
I want to know which one of your kids ended up in trouble yesterday.
Which one of both. As a matter of fact, I came home and I started yelling at Gabby. And Gabby's like, "Why are you yelling at me? What did I do?" And I played back.
You played the tape.
I played the tape of the show. and she goes, "You guys were having a good time. Why are you yelling at me? I made the show fun." I go,
She's
you're right.
The
I said,
show
you're right.
Is not a good.
I said, you're right. But, yeah, so I did not do and then I had to turn and yell and then she goes, you're not yelling at Zachary. And then I had to turn and yell at Zachary, too. And then we got over it and moved on. So,
it's like in true lawyer fashion.
Yes.
You just pulled out the evidence.
Yes, I pulled out the evidence, but I was
Exhibit A.
I was actually Exhibit A. You know, I was like, you know, when you're a dad, you always dads generally lose arguments, no matter how good of a lawyer you are. So she's like, what did you do? I said, you called during the radio show. I go, well, she's like, no, I didn't. I go, yes, you did, and you were on the radio, and you're bothering me, and we're trying to do a show. No, I didn't. And I said, here's the evidence. But then I'm showing her the evidence. We're all having a good time with her. Tell the lawyer.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Did you see my last post on Instagram?
No. Should I look?
Yeah, look right now.
right.
Very important.
All right, let me look.
And tell me what you see.
Sarah will be right with you.
1-800-529-5465. Give us a call, ladies and gentlemen. Brad's ready to answer immigration questions. We're just warming up the lines, warming up the atmosphere, warming up your car, okay, warming up the environment, warming up what's to happen today, if that makes any sense. With Donald?
Donald Trump? That's
kissing
funny.
asphalt.
Yeah, yeah. You know, because he said it wasn't all neo-Nazis there.
I have something up on my Instagram, folks, so go to my Instagram
Yeah,
page.
it's
You'll
funny.
see what it is I'm talking about. It's extremely funny.
Yeah.
With something that Donald Trump is doing. If you want to see it, go to David Squeeze Annakie's Instagram page or my Facebook page, and you'll see it. He's all puckered up there, isn't he?
He certainly is puckered up. He's kissing some asphalt over there.
Yes, he sure is. And he still is.
Right.
The guy, man. Unbelievable. It's all over the news. Like we don't have better things to worry about.
And you want to know what? You know, and everyone's like, well, you know, I'm still seeing on the internet, which blows my mind. And I don't want to get, this is not a show about politics, but, you know, I'll just say this for 30 seconds. You know, it blows my mind. I see on the internet, and people are like, well, thank God we still don't have crooked Hillary. You know what? I would take crooked Hillary,
man.
even if everything that Donald Trump said is true, that she used an email server in her home. I'll take that any day over what's going on this past week.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Completely. I wholeheartedly
So I'm like, that's a really bad argument. I would take the email server over what's going on here.
Yeah, I would take that over the last 6 months,
Yeah.
not even just this past horrific week, but
Yeah,
just
it's
everything. Poop.
But anyway, let's get to some calls now, if you don't mind.
Yes, let's do it. All right, so let's go to Nicola. Is this Nicola from Facebook?
Hi, good morning, Brad.
Is this Nicola Jackson?
No, this is not Nicola Jackson.
Not Nicola. All right, I just wanted to make sure who I was speaking with. Because if it was Nicola Jackson, I would have had to stand up and get ready to get some some verbal. I had to get into some verbal mischief
what?
here. A little verbal sparring. Thank you. Still early in the morning for me here. All right, Nicola, what's going on?
Yes, Brad. My question to you is: my children's father's in the U.S.
Yes.
However, wants me to come up for marriage. My question is: after the marriage, how long will it take for me to get my green card?
Well, when you're coming up for marriage, how are you entering the United States?
From a regular B1, B2 visa.
All right. So if you come up on a regular B1, B2 visa with the purposes of getting married, you will never, ever get your green card. You'll be denied for misrepresentation. You are not allowed to enter the United States on a visitor's visa so you can get married and get your green card. It is against the law. So let's start at that premise. Now, I'll give you a little hint. And if you're smart to read between the lines, you'll figure it out. If you come up to the United States to visit, and after 90 days of visiting, your husband says to you, hey, let's get married. You say, okay, I love you. And he gives you a nice big ring and does it very romantically, because if he doesn't, then I would just pack up and go back home. But if he does it nicely, okay, I'm making a joke. But if he does it nicely and obviously, asks you to marry and you get married after 90 days, then you can put your paperwork in without a problem. The law says if you get married after 90 days, it's okay. You came with the intention of visiting and changed your mind. If you got married within the first 90 days, you came for the intention of getting married, and then you got a big problem. And then once you get married, you can file your adjustment of status application the next day. And then you'll get your work permit 90 days after that. And then you'll get your green card 90 days after that. So hypothetically, 90 days for marriage, 90 days for a work permit, 90 days for a green card, 90, 90, 90. It's 9 months.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Brad.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Once again, folks, the number is 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAWLINK. If you have immigration questions, reach out to us right now, right here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. Brad broadcasting from the Hamptons in his favorite county.
Suffolk.
Okay.
Squeeze just likes to hear me say that.
No, it's your favorite county.
What did you do last night, Squeeze, by the way?
Honestly, yes. I went for a walk in Battery Park. I watched the sunset.
Mm-hmm. By yourself?
Which is beautiful. I saw it set beyond the Jersey City.
Were you by yourself?
Put my feet up.
Were you by yourself?
Relaxed a little. And then I walked back to my apartment. And then I
put your feet up?
watched some stupid show called Power Rangers. All right? And
by yourself?
By yourself?
Something wrong with that?
This whole evening sounds really, really bad.
Romantic for a one person.
I took a walk on a promenade. I watched the sunset, and then I returned to my apartment.
The Statue of Liberty.
And then I returned to my apartment, and I watched Power Rangers. There's something like wrong about this whole entire evening.
With all of that, I was having an epiphany.
Which is?
Why am I doing all of this? What I'm doing today? Why do I get up every day and get in here and be lambasted by Kim, Kyle, Danielle, and you? Why do I put myself through this? And I don't have to. I really genuinely don't have to. That's what I was thinking about the whole time when I went for that walk.
The entire walk. It's a romantic sunset stroll, and he's like, I don't know why I do this.
And at what point during the Power Rangers did this epiphany hit you?
You know, I'm like, why? Why? You know, I don't need this. You know, I mean, come on. You know, and you know what? Then I woke up. If it were not for the people that were genuinely helping, I'd be like, you know what? I'd give you guys, right?
The heave-ho.
Okay.
The middle finger.
I think you're a glutton for punishment.
I am.
The kick,
evidently.
The kick in the rear end.
Evidently. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go back to the radio lines because 1-800-529-5465 is your office number and the radio line, and people can call to get questions answered for free on the air. So let's go to this call. Hello?
Miss Alvey.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
What's going on?
I got my green card through your company.
Right.
And I have a daughter that I filed for years ago, and she got turned down. What can I do to help her?
Why did she get turned down?
She got a letter stating that she did not qualify to adjust her status.
Why? What was the reason?
Sophia, what was the reason why they say you didn't qualify to?
Sophia, what is the reason? What the reason, Sophia?
Put Sophia on the phone.
Sophia, come on the phone. Come on, Sophia. Stop being shy. Nobody with a shy thing. Come on the phone. Sophia.
Oh, they said no, she can't because she's in another state.
Okay.
But
so she's talking to you on the phone.
She is. She's on. Yeah. She said that it's she passed the age.
She aged out.
Yes.
Who sponsored you, Miss Alvey? How did you get your green card?
My employer.
Okay. All right. So you did this before April 2001, I assume, correct?
Yes.
All right.
I'm now a citizen.
And when did your daughter come to the United States of America?
She came here when she was 12 years old, 13 years old.
How old is she now?
33.
Okay, so she got the DACA, right?
No, she didn't get into it because I was filing for her, so I didn't put her in DACA.
All right, so when did you file for her?
I filed for her about maybe 8 years ago. When did I file for you, Sophia? Can you remember? Around about 12 years ago.
You filed for her? Okay, and she still doesn't have a green card?
No, she doesn't have anything.
Miss Alvey.
Yeah.
If you filed for your daughter 12 years ago, you're a U.S. citizen, and you got your green card through a job sponsorship, and and you're grandfathered in under 245I. Your daughter is also grandfathered under 245I through that same job sponsorship, and that priority date's been current for a while, and she should have got a green card years ago. So I
What
think
happened is that when my boss filed, she fell off because she turned 21.
I understand
okay.
that, and you said you refiled for her. Is that correct?
Yes, I
Okay,
refiled
and
for
you
her.
refiled for her 12 years ago. And what I
Yes.
am, and what I am saying to you is about 7 years ago, 6 years ago, and for the last 6 years, she could have gotten her green card here in the United States by adjusting her status. She can still adjust her status because she's 245I and because your priority date has been current for her for years and years and years. So, Miss Alvey,
Okay.
do me a favor.
Yeah.
I think I did a good job on your green card. I got you your green card, right?
You absolutely
All right,
did.
I did a good job on that.
Yes, Miss
then,
Alvey.
then come with your daughter.
Bring your daughter.
She wasted 6 years of her life, and she could have been resolved 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Okay, so
Hold
come
on one
with
second.
her.
Yes.
Okay.
And and just bring the approval letter because I have your old file, I'm sure, in storage. So we have all the documents to grandfather her in.
Bring your approval letter.
Why are you doing the patwa?
I don't know. Got green card through you.
So this is what you're going to do. Hold on. And based on what you told me, your daughter's going to have a green card in about 6-9 months. The one who's been waiting all these years. Hold on one second, all right?
Thank you.
Hold on
Thank
one
you. Thank you.
second.
All right. I don't know what to do. She has so much confidence. Why the delay, Squeeze?
Me no know.
Me no. Me no no. Me no no.
You sound like a Scarface.
I sound like Scarface. Say hello to my little friend.
You gotta speak.
I can't
you
do
gotta
that
speak
either.
like a Cuban. You gotta speak like a
I can't do
Jamaican
that.
man.
I can't do that. Well, the only person I can speak like is like a Jewish lawyer from Long Island. I do that really well.
I know a few things you can speak like too. Believe me. You know, I really know a few things you can speak like. All right, let's get to another call on the radio.
Carol.
1-800-529-5465. It's the Brad and Squiz Show. Wake up. Some of us have to be in this box here in my mom's basement doing the show while some people got their feet up on a table somewhere in the Hamptons. But we are actually helping people with immigration questions. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
A pleasant good morning to you. How are you?
I don't know if you're on an H-2B visa, is it safe for you to get married or not?
If you're on an H-2B visa, is it safe for you to get married? Why wouldn't it be safe for you to get married?
I'm just asking because some persons are saying, no, I can't get married because I'm on an H-2B visa.
When did you come to the United States?
December last year.
When was that? Say that again.
This 2016.
2016? Okay. And you're in love?
In love.
You're in love. Get married, and you can adjust your status and get your green card. No problem.
Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Don't listen to them. The
Or
group
they.
of them always gives the wrong advice, right, Squeeze?
Yeah, absolutely.
Them
and they.
Them and they are the worst lawyers in the world. Don't ever listen to them. Don't ever listen to they.
Never.
Right.
All right. So, 1-800-529-5465. Once again, remember to share. We have not been getting enough shares on social media, so I'd like to make sure that you folks go to all of our Facebook pages, David Squeeze Annakie, Law Offices of Spar Bernstein, Brad Bernstein, and also YouTube with Spar Bernstein, and just share. Share with your friends. Share with your family members. All right.
You know what
Zach
told me yesterday, which I don't even know is true or not.
What
but
did Zach tell you?
But he said on YouTube, there's a button somewhere on YouTube that you can give a donation to the people who are who are talking to you on YouTube. So you can give donations to them. So he said, Dad, why don't you just do your consultations live on YouTube? I go, I'm not doing that live on YouTube. Yes, that's what he said. I don't know what he was talking about, but somehow that you can get a donation on YouTube somehow.
You can do GoFund, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said the YouTubers that he watches ask for donations.
Kids always know something,
They
man.
know more than me. I'm like, I don't know.
They have a lot of time on their
They
hands.
have a lot of time, yeah.
Must be the summer holiday.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to another call. Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, Sheldon. Turn on your radio for me a little.
Well,
Go ahead with your question for Bradster.
I got a record with my daughter's mother, a domestic dispute. I'm trying to get it expunged. It was over back in 2013.
Where did this happen?
In Patterson, New Jersey.
Okay. And what is the domestic dispute?
It has to do with me and my daughter's mother. But when I went to court, what they did, they charged me for a terroristic threat.
Okay. So what I would suggest you do is, expungement is not going. I assume you want to expunge it for immigration purposes, and I will say, that expungement does not do anything for immigration. It's still a conviction. What I would suggest that you do is make an appointment to come see us. Let us take a look at the disposition. I'm not sure what terroristic threats off the top of my head is in New Jersey, whether it's a misdemeanor and or whether it's a crime of moral turpitude, or whether it would be considered a domestic violence offense until I actually read the statute. So what you should do is bring in the disposition, and after you bring in the disposition, then we can review it and let you know what you should do. And what you should do is one of two things: either forget about it, it's fine, or two, you want to vacate the conviction. We had Paul Hirsch on yesterday, one of our criminal defense attorneys, talking about vacating convictions. And it is such a perfect time, it's like the perfect storm to do it, because of what's going on with Donald Trump right now. A lot of prosecutors and a lot of district attorneys and a lot of judges are more inclined to vacate, which would be outright dismiss certain cases to avoid people having serious immigration issues.
Okay.
All right, so hold on 1 second, all right?
Okay, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. SMG.
Isn't that kind of ironic in a way that, Trump comes in and he says, we want to get rid of, the criminal aliens, yet now if, God forbid, you have a criminal offense, that a lot of times you could be able to actually literally vacate it and take it off your record, so that Trump can't touch you. There's some irony in there somewhere. You weren't able to do this before, but now you can.
Seems like a bunch of confusion, too.
Yeah. So every person, literally every person who has a criminal offense, and that criminal offense is affecting you, meaning that you're stuck where you are, you can't make a move, you can't travel, you can't become a citizen, you can't apply for your green card. Perhaps you're concerned you're going to be put in deportation if you make a move. You are generally, with a criminal record, stuck. You're stuck kind of in the mud. You can't, you can't do what you want to do. But because of what's going on with Donald Trump, because of what's going on in America in 2017, a lot of, certainly in New York, certainly in the Northeast for sure. I don't know what's going on in the rest of the country, but certainly in the Northeast and certainly in New York, a lot of judges and prosecutors are very sympathetic to people, especially people who have convictions from a long time ago, that, a conviction that happened a while back is now affecting you for deportation 10, 15, 20 years later. But basically, any person with a conviction that's kind of stuck where they are, they should be coming in for us to at least review. And I can tell you that in New York City, it's a sanctuary city, so if you file to vacate your conviction and they turn you down, because there's no guarantee that you get it, and they turn you down, certainly in a sanctuary city, they're not going to turn you over to the Immigration Service. So you have everything to gain by trying to...
295-5465, that's 1-800-LAWLINK, 1-800-529-5465. You're going to miss seeing my daughter, man.
Where is she?
My 14-year-old. She's on her way to the office here. Yeah.
Because I had Gabby yesterday. They could have hung out.
Yep.
Double
trouble.
Yeah, because
they were like double trouble.
Gabby was in Soho. They could have went to Soho together. That would have been fun.
Yep. She's going to come hang out with me for 2 hours.
All right, very nice.
But, yeah, 1-800-529-5465. Once again, folks, make that link, make that connection. Yeah.
Can I ask just a question to Strong Manly Guy? Strong Manly Guy, what's going on with you and Tamika?
Don't know who Tamika is. So
Tamika,
loaded question.
On social media, on Facebook. And the last thing I read was, I think Strong Manly Guy and Tamika should get their own personal messaging back and forth. What is going on there, Strong Manly Guy?
Tamika's a married woman.
Oh, man.
And you're not?
Uh-oh.
Nothing's happening. There's nothing but love and positivity in these comments.
Wait, Tamika's a married lady, and what's going on there?
I don't see that stopping anyone from doing anything these
Tamika
days.
says we're friends. That's
Is
it.
that, you're on the beach with a married lady watching the sunset squeeze.
There's that projection coming back.
I have done worse.
He has done worse.
That surprises me not at all.
Yes. Yeah. All right, let's go to Janice. Janice.
Good morning, Mr. Brad.
Good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning, Mr. Squeeze. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Bubbly.
Hey.
Good morning.
Okay, my name is Janice. I just want to ask you a question. I got my green card to you guys. However, my son just get approved for a 10-year removal condition. However, he wanted to travel to Jamaica, but his passport is expired. He just wanted to find out if he could travel on an expired passport with the green card.
No, he cannot.
He cannot?
Cannot.
Okay.
You need the passport.
So you have to get the passport
Correct.
renewed first.
Correct.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
All righty.
You take care now. 1-800-529-5465. SMG, got any questions?
Yeah, should you submit an installment agreement with the Treasury Department when removing conditions from your green card?
Can you go on a payment plan to pay your taxes and remove the conditions? You absolutely can. That's not a problem. But if you're on a payment plan, that says basically that you can't afford to pay your taxes. So why wouldn't you, at the bare minimum, speak to Carmel in our office? She's our tax debt relief attorney. It's an absolutely free consultation, and she could let you know whether she can actually stop that payment plan right in its tracks and save you thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in your taxes. I mean, she has, what was the last person who came in? They owed like $25,000, and she said, oh yeah, we settled it for $150. Something like that, wasn't it? I forgot the exact numbers, but it was like right around that number.
Yeah, and wasn't there a really big one that she settled that was like $150,000 for $2,000 or something like that?
Yeah, crazy.
Craziness.
Yeah. Every time Squeeze hears that, he's like, damn.
Yep.
Damn, why can't you do that for me? Squeeze, you make too much. Damn.
Make less money, Squeeze.
Make less money, Squeeze. Damn.
All right, can you travel with a working document?
No, you can travel with a work permit that says advance parole on the bottom, but it would have to have that stamp and emblem on it.
If a
green card interview. So you're illegal. You have a good social security number, so your taxes will go through as you work illegally, but you're illegal.
When is it time to do my biometrics for adjustment of status? Does it have to be done in the state where we applied?
Yes.
In Jamaica, they will let you travel on an expired passport. However, do you have to have a valid one to get back in?
Yes. And the airplane will not let you get on the plane with an expired passport. The airlines won't let you on it.
Brad, can you name some of the ways that a person who is out of status can get their green card without getting married?
Job sponsorship, abuse, victim of a crime, investment in a business, extraordinary ability, asylum, religious worker, special juvenile immigrant, if you're a child, all sorts of ways. Family sponsorship, other than marriage, brother, sister, parent. There are old laws, old amnesty laws that people have been around since 1973 here, called registry. And I'm just going off the top of my head. There's probably about 40, 50 other ways too. That's just what popped in my head right off the top.
All right, and our final question of the moment. Are RFEs issued after or before biometric appointment?
An RFE would be issued if you did not complete your application properly. Excuse me. If you did not complete your application properly, you're not going to get the biometric appointment, and you're going to get an RFE for additional documentation. And then you don't get your biometric, or you may get your biometric, but you're certainly not going to get your work permit. On the other hand, if you completed your application properly, then you'll get your biometric, then you will get your work permit, and you'll go on an interview, and at the interview, if you're missing documents at the interview, you can also get an RFE at that stage as well.
Good morning. I have a question here. Good morning. As a question to ask you, I'm going verbatim. You, my sister's filing start 2009. Hear what happened when the paper fell out for the visa. They never sent it in same time, so as to reapply, I pay back money to do it. How long does it take for them to get through? I don't even understand what that's.
Something about the application went in, it got denied, and she had to do it again, and she's filing for her sister. And how long does it take for her sister? About 14 years.
About 14 years.
Right. How is that?
That's very good for being
Right.
able to translate that.
Did you ever see the movie The Waterboy? And they have that
with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Adam Sandler, and they have that coach down in the bayou who nobody understands what he's saying. You know, he's like, blah, 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 you know, and like only the water boy understands him, and he's like, okay, coach. You know, that's what I just felt like that was. You know.
But Bobby Boucher goes out there and does
it.
Yes,
yes. And by the way, Squeeze, you know, Squeeze is kind of like Bobby Boucher because, you know, he's like number 47. I'm getting him now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Squeeze, you've never seen The Waterboy?
I have.
Oh, okay.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a solid movie.
Yeah.
Solid. One of Brad's favorites.
It's one of my favorites of all time.
Brad said he should have been playing that role.
Yeah, I should have. I should have because I could have tackled really well. That guy who came in yesterday, he's lucky he didn't run past me.
Yeah, about that. Let's
Yes.
not even go there, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
don't
you
wanna
know,
go
and
there.
you know
You don't
who
wanna go there
did
till-
you know who
know
did a
that you have
great
open
who did a
security.
great security job, by the way? The whole crew you're staring at right now. They waved the man in and waved him out and said, "Thank you very much.
Come on in.
Come on in."
Yeah, take whatever.
They're like,
Yeah.
"I don't know, you look like you belong to me, boss."
How bad do you think that family's credit was based on where they lived?
Yeah, right. Well,
Oh,
very
who are we
bad
talking
credit.
about? Oh, he's switching the subject. We're talking about.
I didn't check. Kyle changed the subject.
We are talking about the Water Boy's credit.
They lived
No.
in the middle of nowhere.
But
and they
he drove a
a
tractor. He was able to
Yeah.
get a tractor.
But not a car.
No.
That's what happens when your credit's that bad.
Yes.
You can't
And they-
afford
right.
a real engine.
That is true. That is true. But they were able to go out and eat delicacies like crocodile and alligator.
That's a delicacy?
Crocodile and alligator is a delicacy?
Well, that's what they were eating for dinner.
My daughter's in the studio. So you're missing her, man.
Hello, Ashley.
It's not Ashley.
Who is it?
This is Sage.
Oh, hello, Sage.
See, you screwed up already, man.
I already screwed up. I have
Yeah,
Ashley
she's
on
giving
the
you the
mi-
look already.
I have Ashley on the mind. Sorry, Sage.
Yeah. Oh, say hi, Sage. Open up her microphone for me. Right there. Go ahead. Say hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, put on your headphones.
You happy to see Dad today?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you guys going to do?
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet? Like, do you need to, like, get him to buy you stuff? Is that why you're here? That's
a
generally.
story of my-
Is that generally why you show?
That's
I
a
don't.
story-
I don't know
that's a
yet.
story of my life.
I don't know yet, but I know he has to buy me stuff.
That's gonna work in there somehow, right?
Right. I know it. Right. I don't know what we're gonna do, Dad, but you know, can we go to the Oculus? There's some stores I need to walk
Yeah.
into. Right.
Yeah, ones that sell stuff like Apple stuff,
Yeah.
you know? Clothes, you know?
She has an extremely yes look on her face. She is so down.
When does school start, Sage?
The last day of August.
What? You start before Labor Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And we're not going to the Oculus. The last time I went to the Oculus, I ended up in this store called Dior.
Uh-huh.
And I never, ever dreamt and knew that
who did you go to
the
Dior with?
makeup
Squeeze?
was so... With Sage.
With Sage.
And I never knew makeup was that much until the bill
I'm
came.
going to tell you something. All right. If I know Sage, she looks at you, she gives you that cute little smile,
Exactly,
and then all of
and
a
it's
sudden,
over.
and then all of a sudden, the wallet comes out, right?
Exactly. And I remember her telling her sisters, "Don't worry, Dad will take care of us. Don't worry about it. He loves us." You know.
Hey, Sage, if any boy up there in Connecticut, you know, even looks at you the wrong way, you just let me know. All right.
There you go.
All
She
right?
knows that.
I'll make sure.
All right.
She knows
just
it.
because tell him Uncle Brad's coming. Don't start with me.
Yep. Don't. She knows that.
All right. I'm just letting you know.
So he decides to just check in with
Yeah.
us.
And
you
by
know.
the way, Sage, for everybody who's just tuning in, that's Squeeze's daughter. Just came to visit him in the studios. Welcome, Sage.
Hi.
Yeah, you know that same chair you're sitting in, your brother has sat in that chair.
I believe it.
Yep.
Royalty
SMG.
up in here.
Anyway,
All right,
let's get back
go
some. Everybody's got
Everyone's
jokes.
got a joke. I was going to say Elvis is back from the grave with a question. Elvis.
All right. I recently filed for my citizenship because I called you like 4 or 5 months ago and you tell me go ahead.
Right.
And I think I tell you my situation. And I just got a receipt the other day stating that they receive everything. But the problem that I had was with domestic violence.
The problem if you're charged with a crime. So what happened? The police came. The police came and then they left and nothing happened.
Well, they came and they wrote some report and they took it to court. But
okay, so then if they took you to court, you have to use the right words. So if they took you to court, you were charged with something. You don't go to court unless you're charged with something. Now, where did this happen?
Right.
What state?
This is in Florida.
Okay, and when? And how long ago?
This happened last year.
Okay, and what happened with the case after you went to the court? You saw the judge. You said, "Hey, Judge, I'm a good guy. You know, it's all a big misunderstanding." Whatever you said.
I'm sorry.
No prosecute.
Yeah.
Okay, so that in Florida, no prosecute is a dismissal. So the answer to you is you were arrested, you were charged with a crime, and you were ultimately found innocent. You need to assume that's the only time you've ever been arrested in your life. You're allowed to have a bad day. Everybody's allowed to have a bad day. It doesn't make you a bad person. Now, if you have a whole bunch of bad days, maybe you're a bad person, but you're allowed one bad day.
Well, the bad days that I had was in the 90s when I was younger. I had like suspended license and stuff like that.
Okay, but you're
So
so on your citizenship application, you're going to say, yes, I was arrested. No, I was not convicted. And you'll bring the disposition to the interview.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thanks.
All right. Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
Oh, now you're doing the Jim Carrey and
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
Alrighty then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laces. What was this thing? Laces. The guy was the kicker on the Miami Dolphins. Laces forward, laces back. I don't remember. All right, Sandra.
Sandra, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How lucky are we, Sandra, seeing that we're not in the Hamptons?
Yes. How lucky is Squeeze that he gets to hang out with his 14-year-old daughter today? I mean, come on. Why is he complaining?
I'm a lucky man.
Why is he complaining?
I'm a very lucky man. Whenever I see my daughter, I consider myself extremely lucky.
All right. So, Sandra, what is your question? What's eating you up? What's eating you up?
Question.
All right.
It's giving me stress.
Stress. Okay.
And anxiety problem.
Right.
No stress around here.
I applied for my daughter in 2013. And I became a citizen 2 years ago. I did send in the information to update, and I also called in, so they are aware that I'm now a citizen. How many more moons would I have to wait?
How old is your daughter?
She just turned 32 days ago.
And she's single?
Yes, unmarried with kids.
And what year did you originally file for her?
2013.
She's going to wait about 3 more years.
3 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
They said you should, the Bob Marley, they call it.
He had drugs in his system.
No, yeah.
Right.
Marijuana in his system.
So,
marijuana. Well, isn't marijuana is a drug according to the United States government?
Are you asking?
Right, and again, they legalize it here anyway.
Right. But they didn't legalize it for immigration.
No.
Right. So the thing is,
they told them to come back in 3 years.
One,
come back in 3 years.
No, 1 year.
1 year. Oh, they only gave him 1 year. Okay.
Come back. Yes.
All right. So he better be the smartest kid in the world, and the smartest kid in the world, when he goes back in a year, is going to have a clean blood test.
His year was last year. So he went back in last year. He did the interview. We were still waiting up until November. I called and emailed. They said they did not get the medical as yet, because what happened is interview date was before his medical.
All right.
So he went and he did the interview.
So then if you're having an issue, come see us, and we can speak to people higher ups than you can, and try to get things moving for you.
Well, they still have his documents, and it's almost a year, and all of that.
Sandra, you're speaking to the lowest level person moving for you. So hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on.
1-800-529-5465. Once again, folks, the lines are blazing right here. Let's go to another call, Brad.
All
Quickly.
right. Dave's been waiting 12 minutes. Dave.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, good morning. I was waiting so long. Anyway.
Yeah. You fell asleep on us.
When you file for what's that thing called again? When you're a refugee.
Asylum.
Asylum, yeah.
Yes.
When you file for asylum, the country that you filed from asylum for, I think they're saying you're not supposed to go back there. And is there a term limit on that thing, or if you file for a green card and you change your status from asylee to a resident?
So this is the deal, Dave. Okay? All right. Let's say hypothetically, all right, I'll make it up, okay? Let's say I come from, Squeeze, name a country.
Guyana.
Let's say I come from Guyana. Thank you very much, strong manly guy. And I come from Guyana, and I have my story that I'm seeking asylum because I belong to a social group that's being persecuted by the Guyanese government, or by a group in Guyana that the Guyanese government is allowing to persecute me or can't stop persecuting me, or whatever the case may be. Okay, but I'm in this group, I'm being persecuted, I apply for asylum, I give my really long, detailed story about why I should get to live in America because, you know, if I go back to Guyana, I'm a dead man standing. And the U.S. government says, yes, we have reviewed you, you look perfect, you look like somebody who should be living in America because we want to, you know, bring in, you know, your poor and whatever's on the Statue of Liberty, that poem, you know, your huddled masses, and now you're going to get to live in America because we don't want to send you home to get killed. And now you get your green card. And then the next day you turn around, or in a year from now, after you get your green card, or I get my green card, I turn around and I fly to Guyana to visit my family. And then I come back to the United States, and at the airport, you know what they're going to say to me? Liar. There is no way that 2 years ago you told us your life's in danger, you're going to be killed, there's no way in the world you could ever live in Guyana, and now all of a sudden you got your green card and you're going home to have a vacation. So, yeah, you could go, but guess what? You're going to be put in deportation on your way back.
Right. What if you're a citizen?
Well, once you're a citizen, you're a citizen. Can't take that away.
Then you could have a story like, my mom is dying, I got to go see my mom.
One second. There's no story here.
Yeah.
Okay?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay? So if you've applied for asylum and your story is not a truthful story and you got through, then you should be keeping quiet right now because you should not be admitting to that on a radio. Okay? And certainly on Facebook. Number two, I'm not sitting here telling you to go make up stories. You shouldn't be. You actually, there are lawyers out there, Squeeze, who have told people to tell stories, and those lawyers are now in jail. So certainly I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go tell stories. I like being in the Hamptons. I don't like being in jail. So, right?
Quite sure you do.
All right? So, so the fact is this. If you told a truthful story and you are now a U.S. citizen, well, yeah, you're a U.S. citizen, you can travel, you don't have to, a citizen, okay? My advice to you would be that if you travel to that country that you claimed asylum, and you travel to that country where you claimed asylum, and you are something less than a U.S. citizen, I will almost guarantee you that you will be put in deportation. Once you're a citizen, they can't take your U.S. passport away. That's about the best I can tell you, Dave. And
right.
All right? So hold on one second. All right.
Hey, Brad, can you tell me why, or can you explain why the priority date for September went back instead of forward for F1 visa sponsors?
Yeah, because it's the end of the year. The government runs their fiscal year from October 1st to October 1st. So 2018 for the U.S. government starts October 1st. We're now in the middle of August. They've basically issued all the green cards for the year. So
the answer was going to be Donald Trump.
No. They've issued all the green cards for the year. So come October 1st, there'll be new green cards because it's 2018. There'll be the numbers will move pretty fast starting in October.
Why is it that you do not comply to the contract that we have, Brad? I really seriously wanted to ask you that.
The page 21.
I mean, what other page would I be speaking about at this moment?
Because what happens is that once the other person violates the contract, then
it becomes null and void.
The whole contract's null and void.
Okay, thanks for telling me that.
Right, because I have not heard you say anything about our other departments at Spar and Bernstein.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So what I will do, nevertheless, even though Squeeze has violated the contract in its entirety.
Like how you just turned this on me,
yes.
right?
That's what lawyers do.
Yes.
I do have to remind everybody that this is brought to you by USA Credit Repair. The people that the water boy should have had called.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And maybe if the water boy called USA Credit Repair, he'd be driving a car instead of a tractor.
Absolutely.
Right? So what USA Credit Repair does, folks, and they, in all honesty, they are our proud sponsors, and what USA Credit Repair does is USA Credit Repair repairs your credit. So if your credit is something less than stellar, and what we say less than stellar is less than 700. So if your credit's between 600 and 700, it's not that good. I know lots of people. I have met people this year who ask, what's your credit? And if you say, oh, it's 641,
forget it.
They don't even want to talk to you.
Nope.
Who would talk? Not
even if we go on a date. Nobody wants.
Nobody wants to go on a date with bad credit.
No.
Nobody.
They suck.
And you imagine, then you go on a date and credit is under 600. It's like your credit's 581. That's disgusting.
No, that's nasty.
That is nasty.
That makes me think bad things.
But what USA Credit Repair does,
in a short period of time,
in a very short period of time, what they do is they will guarantee that over a 90-day period they will repair your credit.
Absolutely.
Okay? And if your credit is not better after 90 days, they will give you back your money.
Every penny.
You have nothing to lose by calling USA Credit Repair. Absolutely nothing. The only thing you have to lose is 5 minutes of your time on a telephone, and they will let you know whether or not your credit stinks and whether they can help you. And if they can, whatever money you pay them, I can assure you, you will get it back tenfold down the line when your credit's better. Because you will be able to go do things that you otherwise can't do. When you don't have credit, you don't have air to breathe. You can't go and buy the things you want to buy and the things that you need to buy for yourself and your family. You can't go and get the house and live the American dream. You can't go buy a car. You're driving a tractor. You can't do anything. And then you're paying cash week after week. And you're living on paycheck to paycheck. And it becomes very, very frustrating. But when you have credit, that's what allows you to live your life in America. But you only can do that when your credit is good. It will pay itself back tenfold.
What's the number?
It's a good question.
1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177 to have your credit repair. 1-800-USA-7177.
And by the way, if you call 1-800-872-7177, that's 1-800-872-7177, in the next 25 minutes till 10:20, they guarantee you that your first 30 days is free. So you call, you get a free consultation. You get a free credit check. They will let you know what your credit is. They'll let you know if it stinks. They'll let you know if it's beautiful. And if it stinks, they're going to start fixing your credit for free for the first 30 days.
There you go.
All you got to do is call USA Credit Repair. 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. Call USA Credit Repair now. They're our proud sponsors. Please, if you don't even know what your credit is, call them. They'll tell you in the phone in 5 minutes what it is. It's like the best service in the world. It's easier to call 1-800-872-7177, and in 5 minutes they'll let you know than it is to go online and go through all these prompts to go figure out what your credit is. Trust me, it's a lot easier to call 1-800-872-7177. I do it myself. And by the way, if you do call by 10:20 and you are one of the first 30 people to call to get your free credit repair for the first 30 days, you will call us on this radio show. What is today's date? Squeeze.
Today is the 17th.
On August 17th, on November 17th, 90 days from now,
few days before my birthday.
Happy birthday. You will be calling Squeeze on this radio show and 21st. Say, Squeeze,
yeah,
my credit's better. I can assure you that. And if it's not, Squeeze will, and if you call and say, Squeeze, my credit is not better, Squeeze will say, okay, what is your address? We will send you back a full refund. So you have nothing to lose. Call 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. USA Credit Repair. They're our proud sponsors. They are the key to beautiful credit. They are here for you today, there for you tomorrow. What are your other slogans?
That works.
Okay, 1-800-872-7177. And if you still have no idea what they do, you can go to online to wefixbadcredit.com. And wefixbadcredit.com. It's very self-explanatory what it is. That's USA Credit Repair. Our proud sponsors here, the Brad and Squeeze Show. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. I see only 3 people called the Brad and Squeeze hotline for USA Credit Repair, Squeeze. I think there are 27 people who can take advantage of the free credit.
Absolutely.
There are 27 more people who can take advantage of the free credit repair for the first 30 days. But if you don't call, you can't take advantage of it. I'm going to tell you.
Call now.
I'm going to let them call right now. They have till 10:20, by the way. 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. They are proud sponsors. They do a really great job at USA Credit Repair. They're really good guys. They're Zenmar, the whole crew. I actually love them. Love them like.
We don't want to know, bro.
Right. You know what I mean. But 1-800-872...
And who cares anyway?
It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter anyway, right? 1-800-872-7177. And we got to get out of here, Squeeze. And by the way, this was also brought to you by Spar and Bernstein. Maybe you'll do page 23 at 12 o'clock.
Definitely.
Yes.
The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation.
3 at 12 o'clock.
Do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with a Spar and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. 5465. That's 1-800-529-225 Broadway in New York City. Call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there...
Make the call, make the link, make it Spar and Bernstein. I don't know how that ended. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you at 12. Make the call, make the link, make